Episode 7 is almost here, and if you thought the circus couldn't get weirder, wait till you hear what I've put together. Ribbit, Kaufmo, and one rabbit on the edge. This episode could change everything. Let's break it down. Today we're diving deep into every clue, leak, and theory surrounding episode 7. If you've been following my breakdowns, you know we've been talking about Ribbit and Kaufmo for weeks. But trust me, there's even more hiding under the surface. Grab your popcorn because this one's going to be a ride. To understand episode 7, we need to rewind to where episode 6 left us. The digital circus isn't just weird anymore, it's unstable. The characters are breaking down faster, archetypes are locking in, and Kane, well, he's acting less like a guide and more like a cover-up machine. Remember Gooseworx herself teased that from episode 6 onward, chaos would begin? Episode 7 is where that chaos takes shape. And here's the key question. What does chaos actually mean here? Is it about new villains? Characters fracturing mentally? Or is it about the circus itself starting to glitch apart? Keep that in mind as we go through the evidence. Let's start with Ribbit. He's been the most teased and yet the least explained. We know he's not coming back as a full cast member, that's been pretty clear. But flashbacks, memories, emotional callbacks, those are 100% on the table. Ribbit's importance isn't about him jumping back into the circus, it's about the effect he left behind. Why? Because Ribbit is tied directly to Jax. If episode 7 explores Ribbit, it's not really telling Ribbit's story, it's telling Jax's story through Ribbit. Ribbit may represent a first fracture in the circus family, the first friend Jax lost. His absence might explain Jax's panic attacks and his harsh walls against Pomni. Flashbacks could give us a parallel between Ribbit's fate and the path Jax is walking toward. So Ribbit isn't just nostalgia, he's foreshadowing. If Ribbit broke Jax once, who's to say history isn't about to repeat itself? Kaufmo's case is even weirder. The pilot already showed us his collapse. And yet, the show keeps circling back. Doors, names, Jax's reaction, even his funeral echoes through episodes. Episode 7 feels like the moment where Kaufmo isn't just referenced, he becomes a haunting presence. Here's what I mean. Kaufmo won't come back in his body, but he can come back as a voice, a flashback, or even a corrupted fragment inside the circus. Think about it. The circus is digital. Nothing ever truly vanishes. If Jax still carries memories, if Kane is hiding fragments, or if the system is glitching, Kaufmo could appear like a ghost in the code. Kaufmo's voice resurfaces, maybe a line hidden in Kane's dialogue. His old door or room triggers a memory episode. We discover that Kaufmo's abstraction wasn't just chaos, it was a clue about what's coming for others. And if Kaufmo is the shadow, Ribbit is the mirror. Together, they set the stage for Jax's spiral. Now to the heart of the episode, Jax. He's always been the sarcastic trickster, the funny one, the rabbit who never takes anything seriously. But what if all of that, the jokes, the smirks, the games, is just armor? Think back. Every time Jax gets close to someone, Ribbit, Kaufmo, Pomni, something snaps. Either they vanish or he pushes them away. Gooseworx once said we'd never guess which character is closest to abstraction. For a while, people pointed at Ragatha, but now, all signs point to Jax. So what happens in episode 7? There are two main possibilities. Jax nearly abstracts, but someone, maybe Pomni, maybe Kinger, pulls him back. A near miss. Emotional, but hopeful. Jax actually begins to abstract. Not instantly, not violently, but slowly, an unraveling that sets up future episodes. Either way, episode 7 feels like the tipping point. Jax won't be the same rabbit when it ends. And let's not forget the others. Ragatha could become Jax's foil, showing what happens when kindness is pushed too far. Zubul may keep being the reluctant truth teller, catching what others miss. And Kinger? Don't underestimate him. He might be the only one who understands how to survive with your mind fractured. I bet episode 7 gives us a short but powerful Kinger moment. Not flashy, not loud, just a quiet line that sticks. Something about endurance, something about memory. All of this feeds into the bigger mystery, the circus itself. If Ribbit and Kaufmo are resurfacing, that suggests the system isn't stable. Maybe memories are bleeding through. Maybe Kane is losing control. Or maybe the circus is designed to recycle trauma, replaying losses to keep the cast trapped. And that's where the real chaos Gooseworx teased comes in. It's not just one character falling apart, it's the whole circus structure beginning to collapse. Episode 7 is probably the first fracture, and by the finale, that crack could split wide open. So here's my full prediction. Episode 7 is a memory-heavy story. Ribbit and Kaufmo return through flashbacks and glitches. Jax becomes the emotional center, either skirting abstraction or beginning his transformation. The circus shifts from weird adventures into full-on existential chaos, and by the end, we'll all be questioning who's next. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Jax will abstract in episode 7? Or will Gooseworx fake us out again? And who do you think will surprise us most? Ribbit, Kaufmo, or maybe someone completely new? Drop your theory in the comments, hit like if you're hyped for the episode, and don't forget to subscribe, because once episode 7 drops, I'll be back with a full Easter egg breakdown. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.